Good morning. I thought it would be sunny Florida, but maybe that's tomorrow. But from Detroit, it is crazy warm here, and I love it. There's no snow on the ground for the first time in like 4 months, so pretty cool. As John mentioned, we do a lot with Media Post. So over the last really 5 years, I think we've been sponsoring over 15 events a year as a premier sponsor. So across all verticals as well. So there's a lot that we get to just bring together and really connect as well. So we own a lot of different companies. So ad.com as well is one of our companies that we own also across the sectors. Um, all right, so let's get into it. So we're going to talk a little bit about this morning, and these are really going to plant seeds over the next few days, really about how's digital media, how's digital marketing advancing, as well. So, quick story: I actually started my career like back in 1996, actually at Pharmacy in Upjohn when I was going to school at Western Michigan University as well. Actually, so that was when a lot of the pharma R&D and marketing was done in the west side of Michigan before the tax advantages brought them to New Jersey. Most people don't know that story. But I was actually working for the global CMO. Had 3 jobs that summer to pay my way to go to Spain to study abroad. And so one of those was the global CMO of Pharmacy and Upjohn, inventing and launching one of their drugs called Propecia, which was like hair loss. So I don't think I took that very well. But anyhow, it was fantastic. Just kind of again working through it in really the mid '90s when everyone was very reluctant to digital. Back in the day, not just within the pharma space, but across the vertical. So we're going to walk through just a couple trends. These are all the deck will be available, I believe, on the Media Post website. But I'm not going to hit all these to PowerPoint people to death, but really want to share some good nuggets for you to take back over the next several days because we want to make sure too that people are really kind of facilitated with the right information, understand kind of where things are going, not just where they are, right? Because there's a lot that we can dwell on where we're at right now as an industry. But really talk about really a patient and also caregiver trends. I think caregiver um, audiences are really neglected and really not powered as much as they need to be. A lot of people, as they're going through symptoms, are really not even taking the step yet, right, to learn more themselves if they're working through a number of things. I don't know too many people either that are like 150. Maybe that was just a must joke, but we don't all live forever, obviously. So at the end of the day, it's like as we catch stuff early, it's all in our advantage with our loved ones as well. But also has AI really changing the landscape. So we have AI in our platform at ad.com for over 15 years. It's not new, not mad scrambling to put it together. It's through our ethos across our full tech stack as well. So again, how do we use it for things like personalization, ad targeting, and really even going deeper into insights as well. And then also just overall digital channels. So really kind of coming together and looking at a holistic integrated plan as well. We work a lot with agencies. We work a lot with brands. Again, for us, we have a lot of data, about 230 million people in the U.S. alone that we have first-party data on. Again, we can target those for most industries at different levels, though. Compliance and also really taking that. How do you really kind of make sure that those ads are running through properly, especially with speed of move sometimes and with change and updates and A/B testing people want to do? That's really critical. Um, Again, the AI pieces of it, again, just to kind of think through, again, how are you leveraging those across the stack, right? From placement to creative to pages, so landing pages as an example. How are you treating people when they're different audiences searching for the same through the same campaigns, but are you treating them all the same way? There's again nuances that you can do, still be privacy safe, and still doing it in a compliant way. Again, the regulatory pieces of it are changing fast, right? I've been in the space for 29 years. Over the last 12 to 18 months, there's probably more change, especially when you're talking about privacy, when you're talking about compliance that are happening, right? and those are really starting to change at a really faster clip right now across not just the marketing and media teams, but again working across your brand, across your business clients as well. And how are really making sure that you're taking advantage of that from a marketing perspective, but still doing it in a way that's kosher, that's compliant as well. So that's also state level now, national, and also global. We're in every country except for China as well. So if there's global reach, again, um, we can certainly talk about those needs. But patient-centric as well. Again, how are we reaching patients? Where are we reaching patients? Across states, across apps, across journals. And what do those models look like as well? Right now, with telehealth, medicine, local pharmacies, obviously, a number of them have been bankrupt or no longer servicing, as they're kind of the first line of defense on a lot of patients. So how is a brand are you really kind of owning that life cycle throughout the process? Um, and then also really kind of cost transparency and affordability, right? So we know that the D2C space in pharma all changed in really the 90s, right? When brands were then allowed to market directly to consumers rather than through to patients as well, rather than just through doctors as well. So again, how do we do that in a way that's still making brands and drugs affordable for people at the same time? So there's different ways to look at that from an R&D perspective, as well as a media side, and we can talk about that more over the next few days. But really, from a coverage and reach standpoint, we've got reach pretty significantly in the U.S. alone. About 2 out of 4 people we have touch points into or throughout our platforms. Big coverage as well. So about 9 out of 10 people as well are available. So not reached yet, but are available. And we can do that either directly through our owned and operated properties like cure.com, leisure.com, localpages.com, et cetera, and many others. We own and operate about 150,000 domains. And then also our publisher integrations, right? So we have one of our other companies is monetize.com. So we actually own that and work directly with some of the largest publishers in the world. Some of those were top publishers with Google, with Meta, with X, with Bing at some point, that want more transparency, more control, and better user experience, not just a yellow background box on their website, right? So that's also key. But we can also do things like NPI targeting as well across our ecosystem. So again, that could be through display, search, video. There's a lot we can do, and also that's done based on like a match back to brands and agencies. But just some examples of conditions, if there's specific ones you want us to size up, let us know. But these are just some examples through cancer, diabetes, pain, etc., that we can do, and we size up throughout the platform over a prior look back window of like 90 days, just to size up if there's opportunities as people are going through planning design cycles right now. Fun group. We're about 300 strong globally. David here in the back table is here with me from Chicago as well. Andy, who is from Texas, he's like the Yoda of pharmacy. You got to see him when he's here. He'll be here later today. He's fantastic, old Yahooer. But collectively, and I was actually calling out our marketing manager put this together. It said 500 years. I was like, what? And when we actually did that survey and the math across the company, there's over 500 years of collective experience that the team has across digital media and especially with pharma and retail. And so, again, very seasoned group. We're a full service partner. We love to roll up our sleeves and really solve problems. Sometimes those are big problems, and sometimes they're small problems that add up in a big way that people need solutions for. But come find us. We are a global team. I think this week alone, we have 4 conferences going on simultaneously, from Dubai to retail to here back to back, and teams throughout the world. And so come find us. You'll find too, we don't have the saturation of Google. So what does that mean for you as the marketers? CPCs and cost per acquisition are much lower, right? pharma is the number one most expensive category to reach users in. CPCs on engines with Google, Meta, right, with non-brand, especially with Conquest now, are the highest of any category. And they've been climbing every year. They don't go down, trust me. Right. So again, how are you reaching more people in different ways? Right. It's a business challenge that needs to be solved for. Scale actually is significant as well that we have. I mentioned over 230 million people in the U.S. And then also quality traffic is absolutely critical. So if it's the objective of new launches, of new drug approvals or FDA, if it's how do I reach more patients with existing drugs, to really kind of grow market share as well. So competitor conquest is the big thing we do. We don't have the quality score penalty like people are paying through the roof right now on Google and others. So so come find us. And then lastly, if you love this event too, like we actually do and bring together about 140 marketers in Dorado Beach, Puerto Rico, September, middle of September. That's the picture from the one that we did last year as well. And it's we love media posts. We again continue to invest a lot in media posts. Even during COVID, we did every possible event to bring communities together. And so we appreciate John and Seth and and team for everything you guys do. The chemistry is right. Don't be shy. Step out of your comfort zone over the next few days. Do something fun. And don't pet the alligators, though. I heard that's not cool to do. Let them sit and be. But it's great to meet everybody. Stop me over coffee or drink. Happy to have a conversation and spend some time together. Cheers.